Well, welcome along guys again to Holeshot Salisbury here in the south of England, and today we are taking out the KTM 890 Adventure. Stay tuned and I'll give you my thoughts on it. Well, hey everybody, Mark here, and today we're having a look at the KTM 890 Adventure. So let's have a look around this very nice middleweight adventure bike. So, as again, kindly loaned to me by Holeshot Salisbury here in the south of England. So price on these, they are coming in at £10,999. And the R model, which is a little bit more off-road biased, is £11,999, and the all-singing, all-dancing rally model is a whopping £18,699 if you fancy one of those. So this bike uses the same engine in the 890 Duke R, but it's down-tuned a little bit less power, but more torque at lower RPM. So in actual fact, it does feel a little bit stronger, and it's lost none of that playfulness. So it's a great fun bike, this. More of that later. So power on these, 103 horsepower at quite a low 8,000 RPM, and torque is 100 Newton meters of torque at 6,600 RPM. It's got the 889cc double overhead cam, liquid cooled parallel twin in there with twin balancer shafts, so it's very smooth for a twin. It's got a 435 degree firing order, which gives it like a V-twin feel and sound, so it's really nice. Big fuel tank on these, 20 litres, and it's like a low slung sort of saddlebag kind of fuel tank down here, so it keeps the weight nice and low, not too much sort of sloshing around, so that adds to its handling. Seat height on these, pretty good for an adventure bike, 830mm in its lowest position and 850mm in its highest position. Take a look at me on the bike as a reference. I'm 5'7" tall, 30-inch inside leg, and I weigh in about 75 kilos. Weight on these, not too bad for an adventure style bike, 196 kilograms dry weight. Tyres on these, you've got a 90 section on the front, 21-inch front wheel, and a 150 on the rear with an 18-inch rear wheel. And these are currently on Avon Trail Rider tyres, which are very good kind of dual purpose tyres. Now KTM are quoting 4.5 litres per 100 kilometres on these, which equates to just over 60 miles to the gallon UK. So you should get well over 200 miles on a tank full out of one of these. Got a ride-by-wire throttle, assist and slipper clutch, stainless steel exhaust, So the handlebars adjust forwards and backwards to give you a bit of movement there. Really nice full colour TFT. Have a look at that a bit later on. Got LEDs all round, LED headlight, LED indicators. LED rear light. So we've got riding modes on this. We've got street, off-road and rain, and an optional rally mode. Service intervals on these, very good, very high, 15,000 kilometres or 9,000 miles. It's pretty high. I think personally myself, I'd probably change the oil about 6,000 miles. Now under the seat here is an easy access air filter. So obviously these bikes can be used in very hot, dusty conditions around the world. So nice that you can get to the air filter to clean it out. Got WP Apex front forks, 200mm travel with the split function, so you've got damping in one and spring in the other. They look to be non-adjustable, but a very, very good setup from the factory. And I think we have a preload adjustable rear shock. Yeah, there's your preload adjuster for the rear shock. Little steering damper tucked in there as well. So this has ABS and traction control, both of which can be turned off, and a 6-axis IMU. So this is you can get the optional rally pack on these, which comes with the rally mode, traction control, spin adjuster and different maps. Or you can get the tech pack, which includes the rally pack and also comes with the quick shifter and the cruise control, and that's what this has got fitted. So we'll try that later. This has got the quick shifter and the cruise control already fitted. These come with KTM's 2-year warranty, unlimited mileage. There we go, guys. I'm sure you agree that's a pretty smart looking adventure bike. Alright, let's do the test ride. KTM 890 adventure test ride. So, not too bad to swing a leg over. It's not too tall for an adventure bike, and when you sit on it, you can't help but be impressed. It's a really nice commanding riding position, feels really nicely built. All the fixtures and fittings look nice here. Switch gear looks fine, but nice comfortable seat when you first sit on it. And if you look at me in the cutscene, I'm not quite flat-footed. This is in the low position seat. This is 830. You can put it up to 850, and you can even get taller versions of this. I think the R is even taller, and the Rally is even taller again, and there's optional seats and things like that. So not too bad in terms of height. So let's just have a look at the TFT, ready to race. So very nice clear TFT, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, ride mode, ABS and traction control, gear indicator, trip date odometer, battery, timed, ambient temperature, all your warning lights, and that's pretty much it. But all very clear, not that big, but very, very bright, easy to see. We've got a 12 volt in there, which is a nice little touch. We have an adjustable 4-span cable clutch, have an adjustable front brake lever. Over here, high and low beam and flash, cruise control, that's your menu button there for going into your menu settings, indicators and horn. And just over here we have our engine kill switch and start. So as simple as that, really. So straight away you've got that lovely parallel twin 890cc. Does sound like a V-twin. Very nice. Right, let's see what this is like. So very, very light gearbox on these. Literally almost falls into gear. So we're here in Salisbury, south of England, loaned to me by Holeshot. Do go and check them out. They've got a full range of KTM demo bikes. So very, very smooth cable clutch, early take, which is nice. So straight off, yeah, it's got all of the urgency of the 890 Duke R that I took out last week. 3,000 revs at the moment, 4th gear, yeah, loads of bottom end power, fantastic. And it's very smooth with those twin balancer shafts. So quick shifter, 5 into 6, all very, very slick. So we'll just run through it in the usual way, guys. So mirrors are quite small, but perfectly formed. I can see about 30% of my elbows, and the rest is clear view behind, so they're alright. It's a non-adjustable screen on this. It's much shorter on the R model, much lower, but at the moment it's doing an adequate job of deflecting the wind above my helmet. I'm sure there are other aftermarket options if you want taller or lower, but at the moment at this sort of speed it seems totally acceptable. So using the downshifter now, no clutch, down to 4th, down to 3rd, that was all very slick, so excellent quick shifter. So this has got the tech pack fitted to it, which comes with the quick shifter and cruise and all the throttle maps and adjustment of the rally pack as well. Got to watch today, it's all very slippery everywhere. So 2nd gear, winding it open. Oh, it's quick. Just short shifting, wow. No shortage of power there. Very quickly up to speed. Very impressive. So we're just going along at 4,000 RPM at the moment. We'll try it at higher revs later on just to check for any vibrations, but at this sort of speed, 4,000 revs, very, very smooth. It feels more like a triple, to be honest. Right, so riding position, typical adventure, very, very upright. Nice wide bars. If you look at me in the cutscene, you'll see I'm pretty much dead upright position. Loads and loads of leg room. Very, very narrow tank. It feels like my thighs are almost touching together. So loads of control. Just sort of standing up on the bike, you know, gets really good low speed control with knees close together. Obviously the fuel is really low on this. Low slung sort of saddlebag fuel tank. So you can really feel the weights down low, so that's great. Right, so we're just coming out onto the open road now. A little bit wet and slippy, lots of leaves, typical British autumn weather, so I've got to take it steady. But God, isn't it effortless in the power delivery? If you want a nice lazy twin that chugs along, I mean, we're doing 60 miles an hour now, top gear, just over 4,000 RPM, and you can't even barely hear the engine or feel it. Just drop it down 2 gears just to get the revs up a bit, just to feel the vibrations. Coming up to 6,000 RPM now. Nothing through the seat vibration wise, nothing through the bars, a little tiny buzz through the foot pegs, but nothing in a bad way whatsoever. All very pleasant, very characterful really. We'll try it through town later on for the all essential fueling check, but so far so good. Going down the gearbox with the clutch, all very light and easy. So we're currently in street mode at the moment, which is the sharpest throttle, and yeah, it's very, 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 very easy throttle. No nasties there whatsoever. Just try a brake test, nothing behind, front brakes only. Oh wow, they are excellent. So they're just KTM's own brand of brake, not Brembo's or anything, but they're pretty much 80% as good as Brembo's. So wide open throttle. Oh. Yeah, this has lost none of the fun factor of the 890 Duke R. So you've got all that fun out of the engine. It's got more torque and more pull low down, and it's like way more comfortable. So this is definitely a bike to test ride, guys, if you want a sort of a mid-size, not too expensive, not too big or heavy adventure bike. So far riding position's excellent, lots of room. Suspension quality is excellent. This is quite a bumpy road at the moment. It feels very, very good quality, long travel suspension. The tyres feel good grip in this sort of slightly damp conditions we've got today. So we'll just try out the cruise control now. There we go, hands free, 60 miles an hour. Very, very easy to use. And just speed it up a bit, easily enough. Then we slow it down here. That's great. So all very nice and easy. Just touch the throttle or the brakes or push the throttle forward and it will cut it off. That's very easy to use, that's nice. Right, we'll just try some roll-ons. Fourth, third gear, 40 miles an hour. Wide open throttle. So we're currently in off-road mode, and it's quite an elastic throttle, shall we say. I'll just put that back into street mode. Easy enough to do. It's good. So back into street mode now. So fifth gear, wide open. Oh, yeah. Very, very torquey. Lots of pull from low RPM. Very nice indeed. So these are particularly economical, these engines. They're supposed to do at least 60 to a gallon. So you're going to get over sort of 200 miles out of a tank, which is superb. Right, a little bonus off-road section, guys. Don't normally do this in my videos, but why not? It's not too muddy. So standing up, very easy, lots of good views, nice easy stretch to the bars. It's only a gravel track, but these are the sort of things that these bikes are meant for. All very easy to handle. Little bit of traction control then. Spin it up a bit. All very easy. There we go. KTM 890 is pretty good for off-road. Okay, so I'm just going to come onto a dual carriageway now, just to see how the 890 Adventure handles higher cruising speeds. So effortlessly up to 70. We're doing, wow, 4,500 RPM, so it's just super relaxing at the higher speed. No vibrations through the seat, nothing through the bars, and just the tiniest of buzzes through the foot pegs. Wind blast totally acceptable. If I stand up like you're a taller man, yeah, the wind blast hits me in the chest then. Very, very stable, very comfortable. if I just drop it down 2 gears, get the revs right up, it's a little tiny bit buzzier now, 6,000 RPM, but again totally acceptable. Into top gear, very relaxing at these sort of higher cruising speeds. So yeah, 890 Adventure, guys, very stable, very comfortable for higher speed cruising. Excellent stuff. Right, so we're just in a 30 limit now in a town environment, just going to see what the 890 Adventure's like. So it's got nice wide bars, good control, very light, easy, nice clutch, that's great. Gearbox without using the quick shifter is very light, literally the lightest touch possible on your foot. So we're just second gear at the moment, just trickling along, 3,000 revs. Just going to check the fueling now, check for any hunting or surging in the fueling. There you go, 30 miles an hour, 3,000 revs, absolutely spot on, so that's good. No nasty hunting in the fueling. Doesn't feel overly big, you know, it's not like a GS or a Versys or a Tiger 1200. It's just a nice mid-weight sort of adventure bike, this. So we're just coming out of town now, very easy manners. So I mean, obvious competitors in this class, there's a lot of them. Got Triumph's Tiger 900, Yamaha's Tenere 700, you got the BMW 750 and 850 GS's, so there's a lot in this category. But no, this is a really nice bike if you like KTM's. It's got a cracking engine, really has. I mean, look, I'm going up a hill now, 4th gear, pulls really strongly. Wow, that 4, 5, 6,000, that's all. You don't need to over rev this engine, it's just effortless. 4,000 upwards is a tidal wave of torque, absolutely superb. So I've been on this bike for about an hour now, guys, and no issues at all with numb bum. The seat feels nicely padded, very nice roomy riding position, the brakes are excellent, quick shifter, cruise all works nicely. So all in all, I give this 5 stars. Catch you in a bit and we'll do the final walk round. Alright, there we go. Right, we'll just see what it's like into neutral from first. Absolutely feather light, that's lovely. Just leave it running for a little sound test. Very good. Right, we'll just leave it on for the lights. Nice decent side stand. That's your high beam, very good, and your low beam, excellent. There you go, guys, KTM 890 Adventure. Right, so it's nice decent grab rails here if you need to push it around, so that's quite light off the side stand and very easy to push around. If you're in your garage with it, that'd be alright. Let's have a little final look, shall we? There we go. Oh, that's pretty smart. So have you got one of these guys? Have you got the earlier 790? How's it been? What are your thoughts? You're planning on getting one of these? There's a lot of bikes in this category, lots to choose from. But yeah, highly recommend that. It's got a cracking engine, very smooth, economical, nice upright position. If you look in a cutscene, it does go off-road reasonably well. There's quite a few big potholes there. The front 21-inch wheel is excellent. Brakes are really good on it. Suspension's excellent. Lots of travel. Very nice. Alright guys, you can post your comments down below as always. Give me a like, share, subscribe to my channel. Catch you again in a week or two for another review. Alright guys, ride safe, all the best, and bye bye for now.